Manual toothbrushes have many advantages. They've been around for a long time and have a pretty good track record. They also have some disadvantages that we will discuss. The electric toothbrush also has been around for a long time and has many advantages and some disadvantages too. The advantages for the electric toothbrush really outweigh the disadvantages. There are many types of electric toothbrushes which we will discuss. There are the battery operated and there's also the rechargeable battery. For the manual toothbrushes, there are many advantages, one being the cost and accessibility. They are very cheap, inexpensive, and they come in all kinds of sizes, shapes, colors, and you can get them anywhere. They are also easy for travel. You can just throw them in a little case and they're easy to throw in your suitcase. They've worked for many years. They've been been around for a really long time and they've done their job. They're good for children because they come in smaller, different size heads, and have handles that are easy for children to hold, so they're good for children. Some of the disadvantages would be not brushing properly can lead to recession, so if you're focusing on one area mainly and just kind of going really, really hard in that area, you can cause recession, which will lead to sensitivity. Not brushing long enough, you really should brush for 2 minutes, and with the manual toothbrush without a timer, you probably are not brushing for the full 2 minutes. They have to be changed often, which isn't too bad because they are pretty inexpensive, but they need to be changed after you have a cold or you've been sick in some way. And you also need to change them when the bristles get splayed out or frayed, which can be caused from brushing too hard. Some advantages of the electric toothbrush would be that they last longer. They require minimal effort and less force, so with this toothbrush you kind of just place it in the area that you're wanting it to work and just let it do the job instead of moving it back and forth. That will cause less damage to the gums. And it also has a pressure sensor that will tell you if you're pushing too hard on your gums, so that helps in not causing recession as well. It requires minimal skill, meaning you just have to let it sit there and do its job. You don't really have to move it around at all. It's good for people who have problems with movement, like someone that has arthritis or something and it's hard to move, or for them to hold the toothbrush and actually do the motion. They can kind of just let it sit there and do the job for them. And also for people that have other physical limitations or mental or physical handicap that can't do that as well, they can just let it sit there and do the job. The electric toothbrushes have an indicating timer. It beeps after 30 seconds and tells you when to switch to a different quadrant. And it beeps at 2 minutes, so you can know when you've been brushing long enough. Some of them will go longer than that, and they also have different settings on them. The handles are more ergonomic and comfortable for a firm grasp. Some of the disadvantages of the electric toothbrush are they are kind of bulky, so they're not very easy to put in a travel case and carry. They are more expensive. They range from $40, which is like the battery charged where you replace the batteries, to about $220, which is kind of the top end, but that's for the rechargeable battery. And they are less suitable for travel, but now they have nice travel cases that you can slip into your bag, so it makes it a little bit easier. There are many types of electric toothbrushes. These are two of the rechargeable toothbrushes. This is the Oral-B Smart Series, and it has the rotating and oscillating head. It comes with the charger and two different types of brush heads and a travel case, and then it also has the timer that will tell you when you've been brushing for 30 seconds, then on to 2 minutes, and then it will keep going as long as you want to keep brushing. It has excellent cleaning ability and a long battery life. It lasts for about 2 weeks on the battery, so you can just charge it fully and then take it with you when you travel, and it lasts for about 2 weeks. This one also has the built-in pressure sensor, so if you are pushing too hard in one area, then it it notifies you so you can kind of just slow down or not push so hard. This is the Philips Sonicare, and it has a 2-minute timer as well. It beeps at 30 seconds to tell you to move to the next quadrant too. It has different modes. On the front you can just change it from, like, I think there's a sensitive mode, which is if you have a sensitivity like to cold and that kind of thing, it can kind of won't rotate so hard. It has a dynamic cleaning action, which drives the fluid of the toothpaste in between the teeth so it can actually get in between the teeth and do its job. And it has been proven to improve your oral health. The Sonicare also comes in a children's version. It can be customized with different face plates for a boy or girl. It's also good for someone with a physical or mental handicap, so it has, I don't have one, but it has a bigger handle so that it's easier to hold, and then it comes in the smaller brush heads. And it's also, the bigger handle is also easier for mom and dad to help hold with the child, so until they're able to actually brush their teeth themselves, it helps them guide them. And the battery operated, they don't offer the same type of cleaning, but they're still pretty effective. And if they're not used properly, just like with these, if you don't use them properly, then you're going to have the recession and get some wear on your gums as well. And studies have shown that the rotating, oscillating electric toothbrush has the best outcome at removing plaque and biofilm and reducing inflammation. The Sonicare toothbrush is still a good option as well. They both have advantages and disadvantages, but the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. I would always recommend the electric toothbrush to my patients. If they were willing to spend a little extra money in the beginning, the long-term benefits are huge.